robust urban garlic flavor.
Forgive me for forgetting what day it is. This is a weird streaming week for me, only being here 4 days. It's actually like throwing me for a loop.
This is DSP talking out of his butt after he completed a full day of streaming, and on the day stream he had a premiere of a new game, which is basically just a remake, and it didn't hit the goal. So here's Phil to tell you more.
But let's talk about how today went. Today was certainly an interesting streaming day. Some stuff kind of like went the opposite of what I expected. Let's put it that way. All right, so let's talk.
Since it was a premiere stream, he wanted big money thrown at him and he didn't get it. Now he's really annoyed.
I was actually supposed to do the game when it came out, but what happened was, as you know, stuff happened. I couldn't stream for a week. I came back after the game had already released. We were backlogged. So I told everyone I'm interested in doing it, but we have to wait, sadly, until we get to a point where my schedule's freed up and we can put it in and see how it works. And to be honest, I was skeptical about the game working here in 2025. The last time I played the game was 2020. That was Tony Hawk 1 and 2 collection. When I first started playing it, I had a rocky start. I didn't know what I was doing because I had never played the originals.
Well, dude, that's most of the games you play on stream. You have absolutely no idea how to play them, and it shows. You're a game journalist, but you're not good at games.
And basically, it took me a few sessions to really get into the groove of how to play the game. Once I did, then I started understanding, oh, do these tricks to fill your special meter, then do all your special tricks, get giant points, how to do the transitions between the manuals to the, everything to keep the tricks going, right? And I ended up getting so good at the game, I beat the entire thing. All Tony Hawk 1 and 2, even unlocking the final secret stage and beating that, which everyone said was difficult. I did it all.
Wow, Phil, I'm so impressed by your awesome gaming skills.
But here's the thing. I even remember that back then, initially, when I started playing the game and I sucked, all my detractors laughed and loved it.
So what, is that a big deal for you? Did you find a way to monetize and get more views off of it? Or were you just sitting there salty because you thought you were being made fun of?
But after a stream or two, people were saying, now the game is getting very samey and repetitive. Some people liked it, some people didn't. It wasn't the most popular playthrough. Even though I had a blast with it, I remember by the end of the games, people were like, this is going on too long, do other stuff.
Do I really have to dig this up? Let's see.
Yeah. I could have got 1 million if I kept going. So, ladies and gentlemen, I certainly understand now why people like the Tony Hawk franchise. I never played these originals. I think I only played a demo back in the day. And now that I've actually played these are like, I can see there's so much potential for tricks, for mastery. I'm happy that actually I learned enough that I was able to get and see all this stuff, which is really neat to see all the stages, Chopper drop the secret stage and everything. I never thought I'd be good enough to do it, but you guys helped me. The Tony Hawk Pro Skater Collection is excellent. The controls are great. I can't say anything about the music because I couldn't listen to it, but outside of that, this collection is a very good collection.
All right, there you go. Phil liked the game, but Twitch and YouTube wouldn't let him play the music because they'd copyright claim it. I'm not digging any deeper than that.
And being that this game is so attention, demanding, you need to be, skating at all times and basically, or skateboarding at all times, learning tricks, hitting things. I don't have a lot of opportunity to really chill with the audience that much. I did talk with them somewhat today, but not as much as, say, a Death Stranding 2 stream or something like that.
Well, maybe you should have paused the screen from time to time and talked with your audience instead, Phil. You're an entertainer. You're there to engage with your audience, not to just play a game. If you want to just play a game and not talk to anybody, just upload raw videos again, and we'll see how that does. We all know you won't even get 1,000 views because you won't edit them.
So I sucked at first. I did gradually get better. I raged. But 3 key things happened during today's stream. Key thing number 1. After having played between 3.5 and 4 hours because I did not do a podcast, I'm not kidding or exaggerating. My right hand was really hurting and my thumb had a lot of soreness and pain because when you're playing Tony Hawk, it actually requires a lot of button inputs and complex things to play. You're using both triggers, you're using every face button, combinations of directions, you're flipping the thumbsticks around constantly. There's a lot to it, a ton to it actually. And it actually made my hand hurt. And I was looking at my hand and I was like, I'm actually sad, and here's why. Because, you know, I'm 43 years old now. I've been a gamer my whole life ever since I was a kid. And sadly, I think what's happening is age is starting to catch up with me. I'm going to start to get older, and I'm going to end up realizing that there's just certain kinds of games that are so control intensive that I'm not going to be able to play them like I used to. And sadly, today with Tony Hawk, at the end of that stream, the last half hour, my hand actually hurt bad, and I was like, this actually really sucks. I'm finally hitting the age where this is it. I'm going to start to have limitations with what I can actually do with games. Most games, it's not a factor, but a game like this could very much be a factor. So that's number one, okay?
Yeah, Phil's getting older. He's an old streaming man, and he's still going to play games like he's 18 years old. Like, Phil, if it's causing your hand to cramp, why did you play it for like 4 hours straight? Did you have any foresight? Did you remember from your old playthrough how intensive it was? Your arthritis is kicking in? Like, you should have put this on the night stream if you thought it was that. And it's like, I have no understanding why you played this as a day stream game if it's something where you can't really talk to people and it doesn't have much of a story. Just a thought, Phil, and considering like your playthrough of the first and second games were like 12 hours at most, it's like, why did you need to devote your prime time slot to it?
Number two, my detractors had a field day with this stream. Why? Because obviously I sucked at it, which I admitted multiple times during the stream. Like, I suck at this game. I'm learning it again from the start. I'm not doing very well. It's giving me a hard time. So because of that, of course, they're laughing, they're having fun. On the one hand, they're flooding my kick chat saying, this game sucks, stop playing it. Then they're coming into my YouTube chat, they're using view bots, they're view botting the stream, so I can't even tell legitimately how many people are watching me or if anyone's liking it. And on that side, they're like, you suck at this game, you stink and blah, blah, blah. Just dumb. Like, I don't like it when I give them bait. And the thing is, we just finished playing Mario Kart World. I'm done with it now. I beat it, essentially. So, like, okay, maybe we finally won't have a game like that in the rotation for a while. I'll be able to just chill. Well, it looks like Tony Hawk is their new clip farmer game. This is what they want to do, okay? So that was annoyance number two.
Oh no, the trolls are making fun of Phil's gameplay. Phil, that happens literally every game. It is your attitude that causes people to make fun of it. Because look, you complaining about Mario Kart was hilarious. Because you can never admit to like this game being random because you're ultra competitive and you must win every single multiplayer. Like the same thing happens with fighting games. Like I just watched through Capcom, you complaining for 2 hours straight. Lag, lag, lag. You always complain about games, Phil. That's just your attitude. So stop blaming the trolls for making fun of it.
But annoyance number three, admittedly, was the one that actually really irked me the most. People have said for months they want to see me play Tony Hawk 3 and 4. People said they wanted to see me play it on release day. I couldn't. Since then, people have said, when are you going to play it? When's Tony Hawk? When's Tony Hawk? So finally, today was Tony Hawk, and I even didn't do a podcast to play extra. We didn't hit a support goal. On the first day of me playing the game.
Yeah, Phil, people said they wanted to see you play it. They didn't say they were going to give you money to play it. That's two entirely different things. And you may have just picked the wrong day to play it. You may have picked the wrong stream to play it. You probably should have done a podcast too. You burned it into the ground, I guess, because who wants to see you play one game straight for 4 hours? Not me, at least. And I'm glad to hear that you admit at least that not hitting the goal was more important than the trolls making fun of you at this game.
We didn't hit a support goal. So, it's like the perfect storm for me to be annoyed. My hand is killing me and I'm realizing I'm getting too old for certain games. My detractors are having a field day with the fact that I suck at this game. And we don't even hit the support goal. Now, the thing that doubly makes this suck, the idea was that if we hit the goal on the first stream and second stream today, then tomorrow, all we got to do is hit the goal on the first stream for Death Stranding 2, and we can do DSP Tries It, Shake and Go, to end my week. Because remember, I'm only here one more day this week. It's a very short streaming week. Would have been perfect, but it didn't happen. So now, we're in a position where I got to hit 3 goals for tomorrow, or else I can't do it.
And he may have misspoke, but what he means by that is saying on the night stream, he needs to hit a goal, and then on the day stream, he needs to hit 2. Or if he doesn't hit it on the night stream, which is irrelevant because he did, he would have needed to hit 3 on the day stream. So he's in a position because he didn't hit the goal, he needs $300 to eat food before he gets on his day off. Yeah, huge problems there you got there, Phil.
So here's the deal. I'm not convinced that people liked it and want it. I'm being serious. Like, If people really wanted Tony Hawk and wanted to see me play it so badly, they would have shown up, engaged, and supported the playthrough. That didn't happen. What happened was my trolls showed up in droves and view-botted the streams and didn't support. And the thing is, they think that that means that I'm going to keep playing the game. No. No. Overall views and stuff don't matter. What matters is, are people engaging and supporting the content? And the answer is, overall, there were a few people who didn't like it, but overall, no. We didn't get a good crowd today of positive supporters. We got a bunch of trolls. So that makes me feel like maybe I shouldn't play it.
Well, the thing is, Phil got view botted, so he can't really determine how many views he actually got. That's another wrinkle to throw into this. Like, it depends how much ads he placed, because YouTube is more aggressively putting ads on live streams, so he may have it either somewhere between moderate to aggressive. But my guess is, even if he gets double the viewership, he's not going to be interested in it. So I think you'd have to have like 2,000 concurrent viewerships for him to not hit the goal and continue playing a game, which he's not even getting close to. Like on a marathon, he gets like 500, but on a regular stream, he struggles to get 200.
And the thing is, there's many games right now that are vying for my time. For example, right now, waiting in the wings is the RoboCop expansion that came out. That's there to play, okay? There's excuse me, this other game, Lost Soul Aside, that supposedly people are asking me if I'll play, and I'm like, I don't know yet. I don't even know about it. I owe you guys a Suikoden 2 playthrough over the course of the summer, so we've got August and September to do that, but I owe you that, because I said if we did Suikoden 1 earlier in the year and you guys supported it, that I would do a playthrough of 2. So I owe you that. So I've got all these things on deck ready to go. If people couldn't show up for the premiere stream of Tony Hawk to support it, I don't have any confidence that they're going to moving forward.
Yeah, Phil is a revolving door of games that he wants to rage quit, because this week this game won't do well. I'm gonna quit the game, move on to another one. It's a rinse, wash, and repeat cycle, and it's like, Phil, we just want you to play Mario Kart once a week. Is that too much to ask? Apparently it is, because the whales are like, yeah, we don't even want to see you playing Tony Hawk.
So it's this simple. If you think that Tony Hawk will work, I need to know why, and I need to know where you were today. Because there have been cases where people actually do like playthroughs, but they can't make it to a particular stream, but then all of a sudden, the playthrough gets supported in future streams. But I'm not convinced that's what's happened with Tony Hawk today, all right? I'm just not. I feel like this is a game where people will show up to make fun of me because I suck at it. I will eventually get better, and then all they'll do is complain that I'm too good at it, it's not fun anymore. That's exactly what happened with Tony Hawk 1 and 2. I can't have this in a rotation as a game to play when there's so many other things going on, and it's always going to be the underperformer. So, what happened? I like your opinions on this. Okay? Okay.
Yeah, send an email to the Snort4 about why this game should be saved, even though nobody really wants it to be saved. Let's salvage this garbage from the scrap heap, everybody. You know, the funny thing is this did happen with Mario Kart World, but it was only Ice Coffee going behind the scenes telling Phil he would save the game, save the playthrough. But that was really a circumstance where it was after a long marathon. He played it right the day after. And people were like, yeah, we're tired of this because we're tired of your boring attitude, Phil, complaining and such. But you don't get that. So you're gonna have more premiere streams that flop like this, because this wasn't the big day one hype, because first of all, it was a remake. Two, he played it like 2 or 3 weeks late. So he's already behind the 8 ball because his fans are like, oh, this is old already. Yeah, his fans act like it has to be a shiny ball or they won't give him money. So that's why Phil has to like constantly hype up stuff like, hey, it's new, I'm playing new, look at me, I'm hip, I'm into it. No, you're not, Phil. Just be entertaining, but you won't do that.
Tonight, it was Minecraft Chill. So we were at the end of the stream, and we were at $95 of support. And I said, guys, this is now the 2nd or 3rd time that we find ourselves in this position, where I keep telling you guys, I'm down for Minecraft Chill every week, once a week, as long as we get the support for the stream. But it seems like this is the game that it keeps happening. We get to the end, and there's not enough support, but then somehow at the last minute, someone throws a Hail Mary. So I was saying goodnight to everyone. I was telling them what the schedule was for tomorrow. And then Lance Catamaran returned to my stream for the first time in almost 2 weeks, and dropped subs, and we hit the goal. So Minecraft continues, but I feel like at this point, it's like at the skin of our teeth. Like, it seems like it's on borrowed time, because every time we get to the end of a stream, we're nearly done, and we don't have the goal hit, and then we hit the goal. But it happened, so we're playing it again next week.
Let me tell you why he's so upset. He knows his whales are withholding from him, so when Only Iced Coffee is waiting, he's waiting to see, hey, maybe I can only spend $40 to save this game instead of spending 60, 70, 80, because I don't want to spend that much on Phil today. And Phil is like, no, you must give me $100 each and every day. It doesn't work like that, Phil. And when he can't hit one goal until the end of the stream, he can't beg for a second goal. It prevents his business from flowing. He can't e-beg as much as he wants to.
We hit the goal. We're now at 88 out of 90 goals. All right. So here's the deal. Tomorrow, the 30th of July, is my final streaming day of the week. No streams on Thursday or Friday this week. Tomorrow, there will be a level 1 podcast. We'll discuss all. We'll discuss what happened with Tony Hawk, what happened with Minecraft. If we hit 2 support goals during tomorrow's Death Stranding 2/level 1 podcast stream, we will do DSP Tries It, Shake and Go on that stream. If we don't, then we won't.
Yeah, he's already begging his butt off well in advance for tomorrow's stream because he's nervous. He really wants to hit that goal because he doesn't want a hanging thread lingering until next week, because that's just how he works. He's very rigid. He's like, I don't get a success if I don't do a DSP Tries It each and every week. That's his mentality. So you better pony up $1,500 a week or DSP is going to complain.
Tomorrow night on the late stream, it is Wednesday Night Fights, Capcom versus SNK 2. Why on Wednesday? Because I'm not here Thursday or Friday, so I can't do Friday Night Fights. Now, the problem here is when I play CVS 2 on a game other than Friday, it doesn't always do well. So I'm curious how it's going to do on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, I will spoil it for you. He actually played it on the last week and he didn't hit the goal. This week, he didn't hit the goal either and actually performed worse, believe it or not. I don't know why. I guess Friday nights are his fight night and the people are so conditioned for it year after year that they're not used to being there on Wednesday or something. Or maybe people are just withholding. Or maybe what happened is he begged so hard to hit 2 goals that people were tapped out because they're like, hey, I already gave Phil $100. I'm not going to give him an extra $100 to play this game that he's going to play anyway, and there's no consequence of him wage quitting the game if it doesn't perform on a Wednesday.
Will people show up to support it or not? It wouldn't be the first time that it didn't get support because I did it on a different night. But I want to play fighting games this week.
Yeah, Phil doesn't care what his audience wants. He just wants to do what he wants.
So I hope you will join me tomorrow night for Capcom vs. SNK 2. If you like the gameplay I've done up to now, it should be a great night. All right? So let's see how tomorrow goes. I have no clue how tomorrow will go. It could go really well, and we hit all the goals and exceed them, and then we do DSP Tries It. It could be a slow day.
Yeah, and it actually did better because he hit a double goal. So the stream with Tony Hawk and his night stream of Minecraft, he got $270. On his stream the next day, he got $311 plus to eat DSP fast food, and then he got an extra $40, which he considers a complete debacle afterwards. So his attitude was pretty much the same, even though he had the double goal and he got more money. Because, you know, Phil is gonna find one thing to complain about all the time, and that is literally his business model, telling his fans that you didn't give him enough money, and is constantly berating you for contributions. Like, this is not a successful business. Don't even pretend it is, Phil. If you have to panhandle all the time, every single stream, to get enough contributions, you are not doing a successful thing. You are just panhandling. Now, you're very good at panhandling because it's working, but it's not going to work every single night. You'd be better off doing 8-9 streams a week instead of 12. And you should be picking games where you can actually interact with your audience in between, like Truck Sim. But you're like, yeah, I'm not going to maximize doing what my fans want me to do and will pay me to do. I'm going to just do random stuff with no rhyme or reason, with no plan whatsoever. Like, you could give yourself so much more free time to do stuff that you actually like doing if you didn't stick to your rigid schedule and actually tried new things and tested them out. Like, you could do 2 Truck Sims a week and a Capcom, and then you probably wouldn't need to do any other night streams. But I think you're so set in your ways that you're comfortable with your begging mechanics that you will stream 12 times a week because that's what you like doing, even if it isn't the most profitable thing to do. Like, I'm literally getting secondhand embarrassment listening to this man, and you can say I'm cherry picking, but this was a 12-minute daily rap video. I pretty much cut out 2 minutes of it, so there was 10 minutes of him just whining and begging for money and talking about money and complaining that you didn't give him enough money. It's just so ridiculous. Like, it shows you his model is about the drama of whether he gets money or not. It's not about gaming. It's literally DSP begging, but he won't change the the brand because his diehard fans don't get that it's about the money. Or they think if it does, it's about owning the trolls or something stupid like that. While they're the ones getting scammed while he's playing a sweaty man mobile game. Don't ask me how this makes sense because it doesn't make sense to anybody with an IQ over 80.